Hi, I'm Michael Ring, and we're at Hub Label in Hagerstown, Maryland in the United States. And this is one of the first installations of Labelfire in the United States. And I'd like to give you an overview of the product. So I'm going to start on the upstream side where we have the Unwinder. The Labelfire comes with an unwinder and a paper conditioning machine, then goes into the web in-feed system. A Labelfire can have up to 2 different print units, as we have here. In this case, they are both a flexo print deck, but it could be flexo or it could be screen printing. We now support screen printing upstream. So 1 or 2 as a choice, or technically if you want, you don't have to have print units upstream. However, the power of Labelfire and what our customers are telling us is the use of the print units. And they're used for either cold foil or using a flexo white as an alternative means of laying down white underlay when printing on clear material. Obviously, flexo white ink is a fraction of the cost, and converters have come and told us that they can actually save up to 50% of the cost structure by using flexo white. This is a hugely powerful value proposition and unique selling point of the Labelfire, and the difference between a hybrid press and a digital press. A digital press unwinds and goes directly into a print unit. High value in the print units. Okay, so now we're looking at the digital print unit, and we've opened it up so you can see inside. The Gallus Labelfire is a 8-color press. It's first printing digital white, then it prints green, orange, and violet, and then cyan, magenta, yellow, black. So 7 color plus white, or 8 colors in total. Unique to the Labelfire, or I should say evolution in the inkjet market from the earlier generations, is that we actually use a small degree of UV light between each color station. We call it intercolor pinning. And what we do is we use a little bit of UV light to cure the ink drop as it's forming the image so that the colors don't bleed together. At 1200 dpi and getting this type of resolution, now using the pinning lamps, we get best in class image quality. And time again, we're told that the Labelfire is the best output customers have seen for a UV inkjet device. So this is the digital print unit. Now we'll go look at the downstream section of the press. So now we're at the downstream part of the Labelfire, and what we call it downstream is we're done with the digital printing. This is where a lot of the converting happens, so die cutting. But as you'll see at the press here, they only have 1 print unit. On a Labelfire, a minimum of 1 flexo print unit is required in the downstream section. But after that, you could add screen or other functionality. In fact, we say that our maximum configuration is 3 print units, but in special design cases, we've actually added even more. So great flexibility is also the hallmark to the Labelfire because it's built on the proven technology of the Gallus ECS platform. So downstream, we have, in this case, 1 print unit, and then we have a self-wound laminating unit, semi-rotary die cutting, matrix pickup. In this case, they have an inspection system, slit cut, and a rewinder. And driving everything here is the user interface. This is one of the most critical things that I always stress when talking to customers. This one user interface is controlling all the functionality downstream, the digital print unit, and the functionality upstream. From here, I can see the ink levels in the flexo unit all the way at the end of the press, and I can control it, and it moves back and forth with me as I operate the press. It's this level of integration that is glossed over in the digital print space. There are many people out there who are developing a digital print unit and that are using somebody else's converting line for finishing, and they put them next to each other and they call it hybrid. It offers similar functionality, but the degree of integration is not anywhere close to what we have with the Labelfire. And so with the user interface, we take the complexity of the work off the operator's back and allows them to focus on production. Not necessarily the case with other competitive devices out there offering downstream functionality. So this was the Labelfire upstream digital print unit and downstream print capability from file to finished label. Thank you.